3, 2, 1. Whatever, but I just did that. It's all right. Well, it's all right. We'll move right through it.
Hi.
No, it's okay. No. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. What, everybody? This is your boy, Brother Darkness, once again sitting here. And don't laugh. Don't laugh. We're not gonna get through this if you keep laughing. Straight face.
Brother Darkness?
Yes. Ain't that what I said?
I don't know. I thought you were Chuckle Giddy Up or
No.
something.
That's my other work name. I don't use that name on the internet. People ain't earned the right for that yet. All right.
Are you cutting these? Is this?
Yeah. This whole front half will be on the cutting room floor. Don't you worry. All right. Once again, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy, Brother Darkness, and once again, I'm here with the love of my life, young Miss Redheaded Katie. We're here again, catching up on all the trailers that we missed at San Diego Comic-Con, and up next is the brand new one. This is the one I feared the most, even more than Aquaman, Shazam.
Oh.
Do you know anything about
Is that the Shaquille O'Neal?
No. Everybody says that. It's not Shaquille O'Neal. All right, that's Kazam. Shaquille O'Neal, because Shaquille O'Neal as a damn genie is Kazam.
I always think it's Shazam.
Yeah, I honestly, I hear that a lot. But that is not the case. So
well, then I'm already disappointed.
Yeah, you are already in trouble. This can only end in tears. So no. Back in the day, there was a comic book company called, I think, Fawcett Comics, and they had a superhero called.
All their shit went down the drain.
I can't take you anywhere on the internet because you don't know how to act. But yeah, they did go out of business. but they had a comic book character named Captain Marvel. This is before Marvel Comics was Marvel Comics, and they had a character named Captain Marvel. He was kind of like Superman. And at one point, he was more popular than Superman. Like, so much so that DC Comics, or Detective Comics as they were known back then, actually sued Fawcett Comics.
DC is for
It's for Detective Comics. That's what it was. That's what it originally was.
Why do they say DC Comics? Is that Detective Comics?
It is. It's really stupid, and it's one of those things that people have started paying attention to in recent years.
Okay.
But no.
Are there things about detectives?
Used to be. That's how Batman got started. He got started because they used to have Action Comics, which was where Superman got started. Was all their action stories, and then Detective Comics.
Batman wasn't a detective.
But yeah, like back in the day, like the whole thing was he was the dark detective. He was like a guy who would go out and he would solve crimes at night dressed as a bat.
When did he solve crimes? He just ended crimes.
No, that
took
was
care of the bad people.
That was Batman's whole deal. He was like a super smart guy who used his intelligence.
Have they ever portrayed him that way in any of the movies? Did I miss this?
In the movies, not so much. In the movies, they're way more about him.
TV
like
show?
The animated series spent a lot of time, not like the live action show. No. But yeah, that was like Detective Comics. So yeah, Fawcett was they were big time, and Captain Marvel was huge. And then eventually they went out of business, and their comics got bought by DC. And so they introduced Captain Marvel into DC Comics, but by then, Marvel Comics was a thing, and they already had a character named Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I thought Captain Marvel was a Marvel
Which
thing.
is the movie we're getting next year. So DC, in order to avoid confusion and avoid lawsuits, stopped calling him Captain Marvel and just
Came up with Shazam.
Well, Shazam actually Shazam is the magic word that turns him into Captain Marvel in the comics. And so I know it seems ridiculous, but it's comic books. And back then, the idea of a magic word that turns you into a superhero, like that was par for the course.
Reference back then. When are we talking about?
Oh, I mean, we're talking during World War II, that kind of thing. World War II, okay. Post World War II, that kind of time period. That's when Superman and a lot of these characters really got their start.
Okay.
Was sort of the World War II or post World War II time period.
Okay.
And so yeah, Shazam's kind of a really interesting character, and I am so not looking forward to this movie. Zachary Levi is playing the main character. You remember the show Chuck? Probably.
I mean, I know of a show.
I think.
Chuck,
I think once you see his face, you'll recognize him, and you'll realize that like him is like a big buff superhero. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Like, we didn't think Ben Affleck was gonna look like a buff Batman in Batman vs Superman, and he was the only thing that was good in that damn movie. So here we go. Let's find out whether Shazam is going to rise to the low expectations I have set for it. Here we go. Shazam, trailer number 1.
You've run from foster homes.
Sorry, I had that muted. We're gonna back that up.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties. I can take care of myself. When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
New Line's co-producing this.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't.
I like that.
Hey, I love that kid.
It's real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're
The
like,
kid kind of looks like Arya Stark.
got it all.
The boy who plays Billy Batson. Kind of looks like Arya Stark. He'd be Arya Stark's brother in real life.
Everybody chooses flight. You know why? So they can fly away from this conversation. No, because heroes fly. Well, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey,
Oh!
man, sorry about that.
In the dick!
Go, go, go! Grab him! Get out the way!
Billy Batson. I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real? Shazam?
When he just grew up.
Yeah,
It was like big.
exactly.
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, right? What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude, I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Oh my god.
You okay? Why are you talking?
Sit down.
I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone charge. Your phone charge.
The hell?
You're like a bad guy, right?
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Oh, no. But you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, sup? I'm a superhero.
Well, then that's a pleasant surprise.
See, that I can get behind.
I am totally behind that. Oh my god. That was a pleasant surprise. I'm super jazzed about that goddamn thing. Oh.
I really like that.
I really like the way that
See, and look.
came together.
The trailer gave me an idea of what the story, like what the storyline was,
Mm-hmm.
what the point of it was. It gave him someone to bounce shit off of.
Yeah.
Another character that was funny. It was cheesy for cheesy's sake, but in the right way.
Right.
Like,
and it makes sense.
It makes sense because
he's
the
a
whole
kid.
movie is supposed to
right.
be that
And
way.
because
Like,
he's a kid. Like,
yeah.
he's a kid who suddenly becomes an adult. It is literally big as a superhero movie.
Yeah.
The way Ant-Man is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as a superhero movie. Like,
Yeah.
like, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
it's okay that his suit is so dumb looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I like looking at the still photos. The suit looked awful, and it still looks stupid. but it works.
But they're making fun of themselves in their own movie, which makes sense. You know?
Oh.
They're not taking it seriously.
Yes. I mean, you know. I'm very, very happy. This was completely the opposite tact I thought they were going to go with this movie.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be super dark and way too serious, and I thought they were going to be trying way too hard, and I thought Zachary Levi was going to be, you know, putting on this, like, you know, big, like, macho bravado bullshit.
No, I don't recognize that guy.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he's been, you know, he's been around for a little while. His big thing was that show Chuck, but he's shown up in a couple things here and there. I think he even had a minor role in one of the Thor films. So, but his character died, so he's free to work on this now. If you all 3 of the Thor films have been out for have been out for a while now. They're all on Blu-ray. If you wanted to know anything about what happened in those movies, you should have figured it out by now. Cause trust me, Infinity War fucked all that shit up. But yes. I now have.
Now, so was there ever a movie or a cartoon or something of this?
Back in the day when.
Or is this just straight from the comic?
There was a live action TV show in like the 60s, or 70s. You know, like a live action kids TV show, and then way back in the day, they had movie serials in movie theaters, and Captain Marvel was along with Superman, where, you know, they both had.
Oh, this was Captain Marvel.
This was Captain Marvel,
gotcha.
Yeah, and he had movie serials way back in the day, but in recent years, no, there has not been like an animated Captain Marvel series, although he has shown up in like the Justice League animated series, and you know, DC loves the character, and they've used him really well in the stuff they've done. But you know, this is their first attempt at like pushing Shazam as like a modern
they did
character.
That right.
That was. I will eat my words. You will see me in a Shazam lightning bolt shirt on opening night. We going to see this. This movie looks like it's so much fun.
Do they see what's on the screen right now?
They do not. No.
Oh, okay. Because there's a picture right here in the corner, and that's the one where if they had tried to do it like that, I would have been like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, exactly. And that's totally what you'd expect with like the fucking shoulder armor and all that shit. It's like.
It's kind of great that he's not super buff.
Yeah.
Like, it's great that he's just in this fake buff costume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Yeah, and I mean, to give you an idea, I'm like, there ought to be... Yeah,
no, that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be so much fun. I'm really, really excited about that. God dang, that's kind of blowing my mind how much. Let me see if I can bring you up a picture of what he looks like in the comic books. Yeah, I mean, like in the comic books, he's totally like this big buff dude. You know.
Gotcha.
You know. And like that was always sort of the big push, was that he was a
was the story that he came from a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Billy Batson, like even in the modern comics, Billy Batson is still like a kid. And in fact, you know, I won't spoil anything because there's other stuff, but it gets better. Like it really gets better. But yeah, Captain Marvel, he was hugely popular, and his comics still to this day are amongst the most sought after. Yeah, because it's like when you're a kid reading comics, what kid doesn't want to read a comic about, you know, another kid that suddenly gets the ability to become an adult, but not just an adult with superpowers. Like,
right.
Oh, that's wish fulfillment. God dang. Well, This was...
And so is this movie.
And so is this movie. Good Lord. So, we will...
DC might have one other hit.
Hey, never let it be said. I told you before, never let it be said that if we thought a DC movie looked good, that we would not give it its due. We said Aquaman looks like it's going to be terrible, and that's because we genuinely feel it's going to be terrible. That trailer did not change our mind. This trailer makes us think that they have a genuine hit on their hands, and I hope the movie is as good as this trailer is, and if it is, I hope the movie is super successful, because I want them doing more stuff like this. Good God. All right, so we're going to move on. We'll find another trailer, and before long, you guys will see us back on here once again. Brother Darkness, Katie, my love, I love you, sweetheart.
Love you too.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Oh, so let's see. Once again, we'll just cool this room off a little bit.
Wonder Woman that didn't look like bullshit the whole time. You know, this is the other one.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, even the lava falling looked like it was...
Shazam's kind of a really interesting character, and like we're way more about Nate.
Are you showing the trailer down in the corner or something?
Yeah, I will. I'll put. Oh, sorry. I'll put the trailer like right here. You know, I'll superimpose it right over the center of the frame. Either that
you
or
put it off to the bottom corner.
Either that or
that's what people normally do.
Either that or I'll shrink us down and play the trailer big. I can do it either way. You know. That's what I did for the E3 reactions, was me small and the presentation big. So, oh my God! What's up? I'm a superhero. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. God dang it. Oh.
What other ones are we doing?
We needed to do Glass. We also there was another one that
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I literally just seen somebody else had
When you're 18,
the thing on.
give these people a chance, because that's what...
Oh, Venom. Yeah, we need to do Venom as well.
Are these all DC?
No. Venom.
Oh, no.
Venom is.
Glass is not.
Glass is not, and Venom is a. Venom is a Marvel Comics character who is a Spider-Man villain.
And this preview just proved everything that I thought was wrong with Aquaman was wrong.
Was
you
wrong.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like everything that I was like, well, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you watch this trailer and you're like, no, see, that's how it's done when you're trying to do something cheesy looking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't take yourself so seriously.
Now, did you see the other Venom trailer?
I've never seen a Venom trailer.
Okay. I will actually just.
What time is it?
It is like 3:15. I'll actually just go ahead and play the. Just so you have context, because I don't know what the new trailer is going to be like.
Oh, is that all we're watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll watch the old Venom trailer, and then we'll react to the new Venom trailer. So this was the one from a couple of months ago.
How are you going to match up
should be extremely afraid.
the trailer with our thing?
I'll take it because I can hear the audio on our recording. I can line it up and match it really easily. They just have to download the what's his name.
And if you do shrink us down, you'll blow us back up.
If I do shrink us down, then yeah, I'll. If I do shrink us down, then I'll shrink us down when the trailer itself is playing, and then blow us back up when the trailer's over.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment. It is a moment that so many have dreamed of claiming. History starts today.
The guy you work for is the evil person.
I don't work for him. My firm works for him. Are you gonna behave yourself tomorrow?
I told you I want to do my job. I'm a reporter. I follow people that do not want to be followed.
What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Your time to go.
I'm finished, Mr. Ross.
Is that a threat?
You had to learn how to hide in plain sight. I'm pretty good at it. But you suck. Whoever you are.
I work at the Life Foundation, and I need your help. We found something. We call them symbiotes. Carlton Drake believes that the union between human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
I'm feeling really sick. I'm hearing the voice.
You're not real. You were just in my head.
I'm gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know.
Why would we do that?
What happened? You swallowed it or something?
This,
I must have missed that.
If you're
they
gonna
didn't
stay,
show you.
You will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear?
You should be extremely afraid. What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Should you have shown me this?
yeah. I mean, there's nothing they're going to show you in the. There's nothing in that trailer that won't be shown in the next trailer. Like if
No,
they,
I know. So why did I need? Shouldn't I have been
Well, I wasn't.
surprised when
I wasn't sure context-wise whether anything would make sense in the second trailer.
Yeah, isn't that the point? Anyway, who is that actor? What do I know him from?
That's Tom Hardy. He
Why
was
is
in.
he doing a weird voice in this?
Yes, because he's British. He was in Inception.
Yeah.
He was also Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Gotham is yours.
Something about his voice bothers me in this.
Yeah, he's got it's when Brits do like a New York accent, it gets
weird.
It gets weird. It gets a little strange. Oh. All right. Remind me to clean that filter. When did it get switched to energy saver?
Because you turned it back on. Each time you turn it off, it goes.
Oh, it goes to
automatically.
that automatically. Gotcha.
At some point, I'm gonna get another phone call. But
Fair enough. All right.
shit, I should at least turn the sound off. Oh, it is off.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy, Brother Doctus, once again with another trailer reaction. This time we're going to be watching the Venom trailer. With me, as always, is the love of my life, Miss Katie. Hey, Katie, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Well, we had a bit of a pleasant surprise with the Shazam trailer.
Yes.
I think neither of us were expecting to love that anywhere near as much as we did. Venom is going to be kind of interesting. I just showed you, for full disclosure, I just showed you the previous trailer to Venom. This was not a character you knew anything about before, right?
No.
They have attempted to do this character once before. Venom's like one of the most popular characters in Marvel Comics ever.
Oh, Marvel. That's what my next question
Yeah.
was.
He's one of the most popular characters in Marvel Comics ever. He's like a villain who's sometimes an anti-hero, and he's primarily a Spider-Man villain. And they tried to do him in Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, where Tobey had the emo hair and was dancing down the street, and everybody hated the movie. Topher Grace played this character.
Wait.
The kid from that 70s show.
In which one?
In Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I barely remember if I don't think I saw that one.
You might not have. It was pretty awful, and everybody who saw it was telling everybody else not to go see it.
I was unhappy with number 2, so I don't think I was like.
And see, I love Spider-Man 2, but I know for whatever reason that movie is not quite your cup of tea, you know. And you're certainly entitled to that opinion. It's wrong, but you are certainly entitled to that opinion. So yeah, they've tried to do this character before, and it did not work last time. And now they're trying to give Venom his own movie without using Spider-Man.
Okay.
So he's a Spider-Man villain. They're introducing him in his own movie with no reference to Spider-Man, as far as we know. And I don't know how this is necessarily going to work. I feel like comic book fans are going to be a little pissed about the fact that like there's no Spider-Man in this movie, especially because we have a Spider-Man right now, you know, that everybody really likes.
Yeah, but they never do origin stories for bad guys.
True, but they don't usually do like solo movies for bad guys either. So, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Good.
Like I say, I have.
I mean, if you think about it, you only ever see villains when they finally get defeated.
Yeah.
You know, or they're close to being defeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They find their match. You know.
Yeah. So
So it's like it'd be interesting to find out how they got to be this superpower that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would definitely. I'm definitely interested in seeing this movie. I love the character of Venom, and I think this movie could be fun. I like the previous trailer for this film. I think it's got kind of a cool style. But you know, we'll see. Let's see if second time is the charm. Here we go.
Everyone's got their thing.
Oh wait, hold on. Don't worry, we'll edit that out because that's obviously not the one that that's not the one that they just.
How do you know?
Because I'm looking at it and it is a that is a fan trailer. That is one that someone has created. Oh. Wait a minute. Am I saying this wrong? Did they... I'm like, I know for a fact. Venom... I'm like, I know for a fact they just... that they just did... Maybe they haven't released it yet. No, they must have, because everybody's...
Is it that first one right there?
Everybody's seen it.
Oh no, Easter eggs breakdown, that's somebody else.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be at the head of that. Let's check it out. And don't worry, I'll cut out all this stuff in the interim. Okay. So let's see.
This is it?
I think so.
If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
This just looks like the second half of that. What's his name?
I think it was the second half of the
only had its own
Yeah,
universe,
I think so.
and that's that. It was already a complete standalone piece. So when I read it, I'm quite mercenary. I'm quite selfish in that aspect. I'm very, very happy to have a standalone character within the Marvel context.
I suppose I should have. It has not. I don't think it's officially been revealed yet. It was revealed at Comic-Con, but it has not been revealed to the public. So we'll nix this, and we'll do it. We'll do it some other time. We will stop that recording. That will do us no good. So the two that are left are, I believe, are Glass and what's his name? Predator.
It's hot.
You want to cool off for a second?
Aren't you losing light?
I'm losing a little bit of light. I can goose it a little bit and give me a bit more light there. Really?
Are you done being mad at me?
You gonna make a guest appearance in this one, little one? Am I growing a tail?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Brother Darkness, coming at you live from Los Angeles, California. Once again, San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now, and Katie and I have been going through trailer after trailer after trailer, checking out everything that came through. And one of the big new releases is M. Night Shyamalan's new flick, Glass. You were a huge fan, and so was I, of Split.
Split. Yes.
Really nice.
Unbreakable was good, but Split was bomb.
I love Unbreakable. We got a lot of history with that movie, but yeah, Split was a great return to form. I loved the atmosphere. I loved the minimalist nature of it, and I was really jazzed when we got to the end credits and suddenly got that little teaser that it took place in the same universe as Unbreakable.
Yeah.
And of course, that was what led us to this moment where we've got the film where Bruce Willis's character and Professor Xavier and Nick Fury are all together in the same comic book movie that has absolutely nothing to do with Marvel Comics. It's James McAvoy and Samuel L. Jackson. So yeah, I'm jazzed for this one. Let's take a look. Is it more like Split, or is it more like The Village? I'm thinking it's probably more like Split. I think M. Night has learned his lesson, and we're in for a fun one. So let's check it out. Sarah Paulson.
It's amazing to meet you.
She is in everything these days.
Yeah. It is simply extraordinary. Maybe this will all make sense if I explain who I am. My name is Dr. Ellie Staple, and I'm a psychiatrist. My work concerns a particular type of delusion of grandeur. It's a growing field. I specialize in those individuals who believe they are superheroes.
Okay.
Good for you.
The The three of you've convinced yourselves you have extraordinary gifts, like something out of a comic book. David Dunn, the only person to survive that train wreck all those years ago. What do you do?
I'm in security.
You think you have superpowers?
It's a feeling. Vision. I have to touch them.
You believe you are a protector.
My name's Patricia.
I have no question. There are 24 identities.
I'm Mary Reynolds. Senor, we almost got you, bro.
That live in that body with you.
The beast is coming any minute now for you guys.
What I am questioning is your belief that you are something more than human.
And yet, it is true. My bones break easily. I've hit 94 breaks in my life.
But you have an extraordinary IQ.
This is not a cartoon. This is the real world.
No
Hey.
way.
And yet, some of us still don't die with bullets. Some of us can still bend steel. I've been waiting for the world to see that we exist. May I meet the beast? I hope for your sake that he likes you. That sounds like the bad guys teaming up. A lot of people are going to die. Don't do this. Are you ready? What do we call you, sir? First name, Mr. Last name.
I approve. I wholeheartedly approve.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah. This was it should have been it should have been sort of a no-brainer that this was going to be good.
I'm interested to know how they all got caught.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
put away.
And I wonder looking at the trailer, I wonder if that's something that happens in. I don't think it's something that happens in the beginning of the film. I think Samuel L. Jackson is probably still locked up because he gets arrested at the end of Unbreakable.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
like that's the whole thing is he gets locked up in like an asylum for the criminally insane, you know. And but I think at some point something happens. And McAvoy and Willis.
Maybe what's his face goes to save all those little cheerleaders.
Maybe,
and
they get caught
or something.
And they get locked up in the same place that Mr. Glass is being kept, and that's how the madness begins. But yeah, no.
I don't know. I'm just interested to know why they would lock up Bruce Willis's character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if it's got to be something like that. You know, if they know he thinks he's a superhero, then you know he must have been caught trying to save someone. It really just makes sense. That being said, I'm super jazzed about that. I think Shyamalan is found his rhythm again.
Yeah.
And I hope this
He'll
continues.
Probably make another stupid one after the series.
I maybe you know. I mean, he's got the dumb in him. He's got the dumb in him. But you know that doesn't necessarily mean he has to act on it. And so with any luck, we can avoid the turds of the past.
I mean, he does what, like 3 good and then 3 bad.
And then like 2 or 3 bad, and you know. Although at one point it was just bad on top of bad on top of bad. And the kid could, and I'm that asshole who loves Lady in the Water, but I'm also the one who openly admits it's not a good movie. Like I love it for personal reasons. It's basically a mermaid story, and I will watch pretty much any mermaid story, but it's not good. But that movie is a pretentious attempt for him to sit there and proclaim himself a great visionary and to make fun of the people who criticize his movies, and it's a shame. But yeah.
But anyway, this.
No, super excited about this. I love anything with Bruce Willis in it that doesn't have the title, you know, Live Free or Die Hard, because like, why is John McClane in Russia? Like, we don't need that. But I watch Bruce Willis in just about anything, and I think Unbreakable is one of his most underrated performances. I think he's really, really good in it. I wonder if they'll bring back his kid, because like he had a wife and son in that movie, and they'd be, you know, they'd both be older. You know, be a question of whether or not his family's still together. I do like that they
bring back that girl from Split, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the little boy to talk.
God. Oh God. What if they're all in the same universe? What if Haley Joel Osment shows up in here? Like modern day fat Haley Joel Osment, still seeing dead people. And he uses that.
That wouldn't make any sense. Then how would Bruce Willis's character fit in?
It's because Bruce had a twin brother. And his twin brother was a psychologist.
Can you stop making up movies and discuss the movie that exists right now?
I'm just saying. Like, it's the Shyamalaniverse. And thinking, what if the happening really happened? And the trees killed, like, a bunch of people. And
spoiler alert, I haven't seen that.
Oh, God. Well, here's the spoiler. They tell you what's going on within 15 minutes of the movie. And the rest of the movie is just trying to figure out why you're still watching this goddamn movie.
Well, anyway, I'm excited about this one.
Yes, we will be going to see this one in theaters. Anything that has any connection to Split, we're obviously in the bag for. So, we got one more trailer left to see. As soon as we cool this room off, because it's hot as hell. We will get that one knocked out. Until then, I'm Brother Darkness. This is Redheaded Katie. We will see you guys next time.
You're gonna cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water. You offering me some water?
Can that stay on?
Not while I roll, just because it's noisy.
Is that your pillow now? I laid those covers over those pillows so that when videos get that.
Really? You were not who I was trying to talk to. Oh. She is just chilling back there.
She's just looking now.
Like, did she walk back? Did she walk back there in the shot? Big new releases is
look at her shit.
Glass. You were. I love and Ray Mullen. I love history with. And we got to the end credits, and she just goes waddling back there. That little teaser took place in the same universe as Unbreakable. And of course, that was what led us to this moment where. God.